Just ahead on Crossroads, a possible fix for Stone Road flooding faces a major roadblock.
We talk with Julie Fowler about upcoming events coming to the gardens this summer.
Get an overview of major garden expansions in Motter Park.
And some Macola band students are trying to keep their notes from falling flat. It's all just ahead on Crossroads.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Shaylee Clark.
And as you can see, we are on location at Motter Park. The idea is to preview and tell you about some exciting things happening in the park, and the idea was that it would be warm for that.
And more spring-like, but it's a little cloudy and the temperatures aren't feeling very warm, but spring is coming.
Yeah, that's what we keep saying. Well, we've seen a few people out here enjoying things, and I think we're all just kind of ready for it to be there, that maybe we're a little more wishful thinking than we are. But the park will be nice, and we'll give you a preview of some of the activities a little bit later. Meanwhile, I know you're looking forward to spring.
I'm very looking forward to spring. I mean, the snow, I'm just not a snow person. Some of you are. That's okay, but me, I like the warmer temperatures, so I'm looking forward to summer. Well, this is
a great setting to think about what spring means, because I look back here and I think about all the activities that will go on. I also look at that river, and that river, when spring comes and things thaw out, not always good news for everyone.
And unless it's happened to you, a lot of us tend to forget about how bad flooding can be.
I have seen this entire area all the way up to here flooded, and I've been through other parts of the county where the Mississinawa has caused flooding. So far, nothing like this year, but it's kind of a regular occurrence when you live on a river.
And I've never personally had that problem, but I do know that a lot of people that have been on this river, they have some good flood stories to tell.
And we've told some of them through the years. One area of town that has been affected over and over and over and over again is on Stone Road. Well, those people on Stone Road finally have some hope, but we found out recently there's one big clog in the new plan. The Mississinawa River looks like it's been through another rough winter, but at least it's staying in its place for now. That's good news for people living along Stone Road.
Their whole front yard's flooded in.
Scott Reeder has lived in the Quail Hollow subdivision enough years to know just what happens when melting ice meets heavy rain.
You're stuck here. So we either, if we think it's going to flood, we'll plan ahead and make sure we're staying somewhere else or something like that, or we have our supplies, food and stuff like that, so we're set up for a few days if we're stuck in the house. It's not just Reeder's neighborhood impacted year after year. It's also Stonecrest Manor, mobile homes clustered together nearby with one road in and out. All totaled, hundreds of residents drive along Stone Road every day and keep an eye on the water. The problem isn't even direct flooding. Most of the residents around here, including Stonecrest, are on much higher ground. The problem is Stone Road itself. When the river rages, it blocks access both ways. No one can get out, and more importantly, emergency help, if it was needed, can't get in.
We have to fly an helicopter in here. We can't get them out.
Grant County Emergency Management Agency Director Bruce Bender's been watching the river and the road for years. He thinks the county is finally close to a solution, a plan to build an access road from the neighborhood through some private property and out to a main connector. The site was chosen, the grant application was in, and then the catch. WRTV in Indianapolis reported several months ago the Department of Homeland Security is now holding up applications because the city of Kokomo is trying to build a new baseball stadium along a floodplain and allegedly used emergency management funds to demolish homes in the area without first getting permission. Kokomo is appealing. Meanwhile, projects in 20 other Indiana counties, including Grant, stay on hold, with millions of dollars suspended.
It's like one person getting in trouble and you punish the whole group. I don't see that. Maybe you should go after Kokomo and not, all these other counties.
We can't wait on federal money to save these folks.
County Commissioner Mark Bardsley says Grant County is moving forward, at least with the part of the road it can build while waiting for the red tape to clear.
There's nothing that we can do except continue to say to the politicians over there, we hope that you will work with FEMA and comply with their standards, work something out, because there are people's lives that are at stake.
We're here just because we love our community and we want to take care of it. And we got 200 plus people out here, or 200 plus trailers out here filled with people in this neighborhood, this beautiful neighborhood right here. that's locked away from the county whenever it's flood here. And it's been like this for years.
For locals, the one sure thing is the river will be back. They can only hope government politics one county away won't drown their way out of the mess much longer.
Well, I think it's really great that finally these people are going to have another road to get out of their neighborhood and more. They're doing something to help.
Almost. As the piece made it very, very clear, the politics are holding it up, the bureaucracy, whatever you want to call it, all the county officials here say is they're just ready to go.
And baby steps. So we got one step. They're talking about it. Now we just have to see a plan executed.
Well, it's been about 40 years. They're ready for more than baby steps, but you can only do what you can do. So we'll keep you advised on that story and what happens. In the meantime, we've got some great things going on here in the park.
Up next, hear from Julie Fowler about some events coming to the gardens this summer.
Well, welcome back to Crossroads, still on location at Mater Park, and Julie Fowler is here. It's going to talk about program and events, but I want to first talk about this location because I don't think we've been here with the show. We've been out here many, many times, but I don't think we've been back with the show since the first year. This has turned into a little boom for you, hasn't it?
It certainly has. We are very lucky. We have been renting out the garden house almost every single weekend, May through October, November of this year, and also taking reservations into 2016.
Well, it is gorgeous, and I just trying to come up with an event for it. Not getting married anytime soon.
Well, there's all kinds of events. We have family reunions, birthday parties, class reunions, the weddings that happen here. So there's, we could think of something.
It's really nice.
And we have a lot of events that are coming up this summer. Go ahead and start talking about the ones that are coming up soon.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for coming out here. Yeah, we do have quite a few events. This Friday, April 10th, we're having a daddy-daughter dance out here, which is...
That's a biggie.
It is. It's our third annual. The last couple years have been packed with the daddies and their daughters, and it's a wonderful, wonderful evening. So that's coming up this Friday, the 10th, from 6:30 to 8:30. We still do have some tickets available, so please feel free to call the City of Marion, the Parks Department, and get your tickets, because it'll be here before you know it. So we do have the daddy-daughter dance. We also, this year, we've had an educational series of classes for gardening, and out here at the park, at the garden house. We have one that's coming up it's Thursday, April 16th. It's a miniature gardening class. It's how to learn and select all the different kinds of plants for your own garden, so you can customize that as well. So that's going to be coming up. And then also in April 22nd, we have Earth Day here. And we've partnered up with GM and the Marion Utilities, and we're going to have some workshops that day as well. So that's going to be happening Wednesday, again, April 22nd, from 4 to 7 out here at the park.
I think we came a little bit for that last year. It was very surprising to
Right.
see how many people showed up and the different things they were interested in.
Correct. And each year we always try to plant a new tree or do something exciting. Like I said, we're going to have some extra workshops out here. And we're very lucky. We have GM and, like I said, the Marion Utilities, who's partnering up with the Marion Parks Department.
We're going to be back, I'm sure, multiple times this summer, but it is really hard for people to believe when nothing's budded yet, and it's still trying to get warm. But summer's going to be here before we know. What are, just real quickly, some of the summer things we can expect?
Well, also, in May, we have a workshop that is called Paint It, Plant It, and Pot It Up. And it's right before Mother's Day, and that is going to be Thursday, May 7th, out here at the parks again. And there is a small fee for materials, which is $5, but you can come out and paint the pots and plant a little flower for your mother or your grandmother. And so we'd love to see a lot of people out here for that. And also we have our concert series coming. And this year we're really, really excited. We have all local talent. We have 10 concerts, and the first one starts, I believe it's June 30th, and it runs all the way through August. And then we're working on something really special as well. In September, a couple of the Sundays in September, and we're kind of brainstorming this, but we're looking at having the Purduettes and the IU Singing Hoosiers come and perform in the gardens. And we've talked to Taylor, and IW came last year, so that was a great success, and that's kind of what we kind of spawned off on that idea. So, and maybe even Ball State. So we're looking to bring in some of the universities plus all our local talents. So we do have a great concert series coming up this summer in the gardens.
And a lot of these events you do every summer, so with the concerts and the daddy-daughter dance. So what are you doing this year to make those events a little more different than the past?
Well, again, with the daddy-daughter dance, this year our theme is Hollywood Nights, so it's kind of neat. Last year was more like a Candyland, and so we try to switch that up every year. We'll have a red carpet event and pictures again with the daddies and their daughters, and a DJ will be here. So some of the things are the same, some are a little bit different. Concerts, I think the only difference really is that we have now a stage that is a permanent stage here in the gardens. We will probably be having one of our local restaurants come in and cook out again and have some of that going on during our concert series. And again, we're just blessed in Grant County where we have so much incredible talent. So this year I really focused on local people and the local talent, and then again with our universities maybe coming in, that will be a little bit different.
It's going to be fun, and we say every year, if you don't take advantage of some of the things going on in Marion, it's your own fault, because Julie and company are keeping a lot of things going. I would imagine the Parks and Recreation or City Parks Department Facebook page and the City Hall page, great way to keep up with everything that's going on.
Yes, exactly.
Well, she's Julie Fauser, and it will be warm. You promise that?
I promise.
It happens every year in Indiana, funny thing like that.
It happens.
God does bring the sunshine. But please do check out the park this summer. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some of the expansion that's going on.
We get a tour with Doug Darga.
Well, welcome back to Crossroads. We're still on location at Modern Park, and I'm with the man of the hour, Doug Darga, whose crew is really busy in doing all this work behind us. And even though it doesn't look springy yet, in no time this place is going to be packed, and you've got a lot of expansions planned.
Most definitely. Our original garden site was just a little over 2 acres. With the expansion here, we will be just a little over 6 acres on our total of the gardens.
Now, the gardens are already lovely, and there's still many people in Grant County who have not seen them, but let's take us through kind of one step at a time what kind of expansion you're doing and all this work behind us.
Okay, well, with the new additions, we will have a 24 by 32 pavilion. That's an open pavilion. It has an outdoor kitchen available. Then we will also...
Will that be like a rental or just sign up
yes,
reservation?
That will be a rental. This will allow us to have 2 separate venues going at a given time if need be.
So picnic things you can still do, but this will be extra special occasions.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Great.
And then the other nice, really cool thing is our quilters garden. That will be focused over there in the center of the gardens, which we built the overall plan around that. It will be elevated 3 foot high, so when you're walking in, you'll be able to see it from a distance. It won't be laying flat. And one of the really, really cool things is in the center of that 24-foot diameter circle, there will be a 6-foot topiary rabbit with a couple other rabbits 3 and 4 foot tall around there to create a living
So you're
sculpture.
celebrating Marion's quilters with rabbits.
Exactly.
There's a craft connection there.
Exactly.
Right?
There you go. Exactly. And it'll be kind of a living sculpture type thing. It'll be planted every year as we go through. And the other really cool, exciting thing is that we have a what we call a pondless water feature, and it will be elevated about 2 foot off the ground, and it will go down into the pool. And on top of that, though, it will actually be a bronze frog. As you note throughout the gardens, we have other bronze children's sculptures. This one will be of a frog in a tux playing a violin. So it's really a cool, unique piece that will add another point of interest in the gardens.
Where do you get these ideas for all these things?
You're just kind of working, and you're always kind of, at least I am when I'm working on this, trying to figure what the kids are going to love, and what people are what's really going to set our gardens apart from other gardens.
Yeah, well, it just keeps growing. And so pavilion, quilting, and then topiaries. What are we missing? Anything else?
The other thing that we will have is the butterfly garden, which the Marion Garden Club is going to be a very big part of the overall gardens. We will have it will be an actual registered monarch station, and which provides the food, everything for the butterflies. And then we'll also have just a little monarch, actually it's for all butterflies, a little information station for people to kind of set, and they can sit and watch the butterflies. And we're very excited about that. And like I said, thanks to the Marion Garden Club, they're very much a part of that.
And it all just looks like construction now. When will we start seeing these things take shape?
Well, actually, we are tentatively hoping to have this all completed by September, which I don't have no doubt, unless we get torrential downpours constantly. Yeah, the weather is always a factor.
But it'll be taking shape throughout the summer.
Oh yes, definitely.
And real quickly, I also hear there's some potential improvements to the tennis courts, which tennis people will love.
Right, now with the practice wall, we're going to replace that. We have some pole lights that the transformers out, so we're going to put some new lights in there, and then we also have a new human foosball game that will be down below the tennis court area as well.
I don't want to even contemplate that. That sounds like fun.
It's really a hot topic right now, and so we're really excited, and we should have that. We'll definitely have that up by Memorial Day.
Oh wow! So a lot of things taking shape all summer. It's just like going to Disney World. You just need to keep coming back because there's always something new.
Definitely, definitely a lot of cool stuff.
Doug Darga, thanks for all the work that you and your crew are doing. It's taking shape behind us, and it's going to be lovely. Come out and see your parks this summer and see Doug's work. It's art. I think it's really art what you guys do.
That's true.
Fantastic.
That's true.
And when we come back, even more from the arts. We'll hear from the McCullough Middle School Band and all the great jazzy stuff they're doing.
Welcome back to Crossroads. We're still on location here at the Garden House at Motter Park.
You know, we've been talking about getting out in the park and enjoying yourself, but we made them turn the fire on today.
It sets, gives a good atmosphere. The weather's a little warmer, but it's still not.
You look outside and you say, "Where's my jacket? I'm not ready to play yet." But it's coming. It will be nice, and people, as we said a few segments ago, people will be getting out into the park and enjoying local music and local talent, and we have a lot of that here.
We do, especially in the local schools. We've done many different stories featuring different musical groups in the schools, which I think is great in this community.
Well, if you're going to start developing talent, you got to develop younger and younger and younger. And what we've seen through CSA and things like that is there's so many different ways to develop that here in the county.
And Bart Bland found out that at McCullough Middle School, there's a group of kids working extra hard to hit the perfect note.
They may be young, and they may not always hit the right notes, but these students take over the stage with their music. The McCullough Middle School Band grew this school year, all thanks to a little thing they call Power Hour. Students involved come before school for drumline and after for the jazz band, and some are involved in both. Ron Ways is the director of the school band and said that the students are enjoying the extra time practicing.
Oh, for some students, it gives them a reason to come to school. Some of these students just love music, I'm glad, and they love the other aspects of Power Hour. And it's just another reason to come to McCullough and have a positive day and start strong and end strong, and it helps them educationally.
The after-school Power Hour is completely devoted to the jazz band. Rashard Tyson is an 8th grade student in his first year of band. Joining this year has helped him improve doing something he loves, drumming.
I've been playing since I was like a really little kid at church, and it's getting me more experience in performing in front of more people.
It's been really cool to experience this new band because I just moved here a couple months ago, so it's been really cool to kind of get a different perspective of all this music, and I really look forward to furthering, going on into high school and college, maybe playing my instrument.
The middle school students have already had opportunities to play with the Marion High School Band.
We do a couple concerts together. We played up at the Marion High School just a few weeks ago with their concert band. Also, we played with their pep band at one of the basketball games. It's important to see the students interact with the high school kids to say, it's not that different going on to high school.
For For now, the band will continue to meet before and after school. But next school year, even some of the newest performers will move on from the large middle school band and help grow the music at Marion High School. For Crossroads, I'm Bart Bland.
Shaylee, as you've asked many times, I did play trombone. I played it through 6th grade all the way through high school. I still don't play it now, but I enjoyed it then. And you do have to start young.
I didn't get to be in band because my school didn't have it, but it is true because once you get to high school, there's no learning. I mean,
You
by
played
the
the
time I got
radio,
there,
right?
I can play that one,
You
yes.
played the CD Walkman?
Oh man,
Old
throwback.
school. Or did you just was iPods for you?
I don't know. I had Walkmans. I'm not that young. I'm a little older. Give me some credit, Randall.
I am so glad they're playing jazz too. Love that music, and it is fun to play when you're just learning.
And they enjoy it too.
Yep,
they
absolutely.
love it.
Well, we've had a wonderful time here at Modern Park as always, and we look forward to it being brighter and greener. All those things are going to happen, so get out and support your local parks and enjoy the fun. In the meantime, why don't you give us your story ideas if you have anything you'd like us to come visit your community this summer on Crossroads. Spring and summer is coming, and we hope to get out on location more and more. It's crossroads at nwest.edu, crossroads at indwes.edu, and that's where you can send us those tips and those story ideas. Or if you'd rather send us a letter or a postcard, it's Crossroads, WIWU-TV, 4201 South Washington Street, Marion, Indiana 46953.
And don't forget to be looking at all of our social media pages. You can do that by going on facebook.com/WIWUTV or twitter.com/WIWUTV. And while you're on the web, feel free to check out our website. That's WIWUTV.com/crossroads.
I almost can't wait to get out there on location again.
I'm excited. It only means warmer weather, and it's fun to get out of the studio after being trapped in a
So
winter full of
we
snow.
won't just be talking about warmer weather all the time. We'll actually be experiencing it. And we started today. Not quite green yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, the weather isn't too bad, just a little dreary out. But we're at the park, so that's all that matters.
That's right. So keep track and let us have those story ideas. In the meantime, for everybody who's worked on this show, I'm Randall King.
And I'm Shaylee Clark. The Crossroads of Life bring people together, and that's what we try to do here each week.
Thanks for watching, everyone.